All right, everybody. Hey, welcome back. We got another lunchtime Zoom today. So today's workout, we are going to do a mini band workout. All right. So if you have them at home, go get them. All you're going to need is one of these little loop bands. All right. If you have a couple of different resistance levels, that would be great because that always gives you that ability to adjust up and down based upon how you're feeling and reacting to the movement. If you only have one, it's fine. Use that, and then you can just adjust the reps based upon where you're at and what you're feeling during that particular exercise, right? So you can either cut the reps down or add some weights, or again, if you've been following along, too, you can always add in tempos, eccentric, isometric. So those are, always great ways to kind of try to adjust your workouts to make it to fit a little bit more to where you're at in terms of fitness levels, okay? So we're gonna start off, we've got one big circuit here. We're gonna hit some clamshells and hip circles. All right, so we got two lower body movements, and we're gonna go one arm row, one arm tricep extensions, two upper body movements. We're gonna repeat that pattern. We're gonna go fire hydrants, glute bridges, and then back pull down and external rotation, right? So we're kind of going two lower body, two upper body, rotating through a couple rounds of that, right? And we'll get a couple rounds of that big circuit in. So for right now, go get a band. We're starting on our side with clamshells. So you're going to take that mini band and just put it right around the bottom of the knees, all right? And we're going to start off on our side, and we're going to go 15 reps first time through. Ready? And just up, pause, back down, relax, repeat. So as I mentioned, no specific tempo here, just good controlled movement. But if you need to, right, you can either add reps, take away reps, or add in a tempo, right? Isometric, you would pause at the top. Eccentric, you would lower your leg back down, right? A little bit slower, so maybe like 3 to 5 seconds down instead of like 1 to 2 seconds down. All right, so here we go. We got 4 left. 4, 3, 2, last one. Perfect. All right, switching it up. And we'll go 15 on the other side now. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2. So I'm only opening up to my thighs about 45-degree angle, keeping my hips stacked on top of each other, right? So I don't want to roll back, and same thing with my shoulders, right? So I'm not rolling my shoulders back, just laying right on my side here. Good control movements, up, brief pause, down, brief pause, and right back up. But I'm really just trying to keep my leg continuously moving here. So we got 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one, done. Good. All right. So warming up there with some clamshells. Now for our hip circles, we're going to turn this way here to start. We're going to go our quadruped position. So 4-point position, we'll call that. So we're on the hands and knees here. Flap action, tucked in, so neutral spine alignment. Now I'm going to keep my hips squared up here, and I'm just going to go circling up with my knee. All right, whatever direction you go, it doesn't matter. But I'm going to circle back. So my knee never touches the ground. I'm trying to keep my hips squared up. Nice controlled circles. But you'll notice it's not a big circle here, but just enough so I'm getting some movement in the hip, but not so much that my hip is opening up. 1 more. Good. Set back down, get back into my quadruped position, reset. Spin around here, and then we'll go other leg. So 15 on the right leg now. Again, nice control, not too fast, but you can slow it down if you want. You can pause at the outside part of the circle and keep those hips squared up. 1 more. Done. Good. Okay, so there's my 2 lower body movements. Now I've got a couple extra bands here, so I'm just going to leave my band on. If you need to, pop that band off if you got to use that. All right. So we're going to go 1 arm rows. So I can stay right here. Now I'm going to extend out my left arm in front. Hold the band with my left arm and my right arm, and I'm going to row right. bring it back here up tall. Pinch those shoulder blades back out. Now, one thing you should do, that we probably should mention in the beginning, we did. Whenever you're working with bands, always check your band. Look for tears, right? You don't want these bands snapping on you. So you always want to check. That's why it's also good just to have a couple extras. Big pinch here. Well, I got 3 more. 3, 2, last one, good. Now I'm going to extend my right arm out. I'll turn to the side here. Good posture, up tall, right arm's out. Rolling with that left. 2, 3, good posture. 9, 10, so good continuous movement. 11, 12, my right arm is locked out. That wrist is straight also. 14, one more. 15, good. All right, so that's my one-arm row. Now I'll turn face you here. So I'm gonna got the band, held in my hands. I'm gonna put my left arm to my chest. I'm gonna take my right arm and I'm gonna extend down. So again, my left arm, my hand is locked in against my chest. Shoulders are back. I'm extending my right arm down. And there's my tricep extension. 6, 7, 8, up tall. 10. So here's a nice one. You could add like a nice isometric hold with that arm extended, or you could go slow tempo back. 14, last one. 15, good. Now I'm going to take my right arm, lock it in against my chest here, and then I'm going to do a tricep extension with the left arm. Now, as far as like gripping, just whatever feels comfortable. Lock that arm all the way out, including the wrist. A lot of times I'll see tricep extensions and those wrists are bent. I'm going to keep them straight. And then my elbow here is tight to my side. So really the only thing that's moving is that forearm. One more here, good. Okay, so I'm gonna take that band, put that down. So again, we talked about that pattern. We have 2 upper body, 2 lower body, right? So now we're gonna go 2 lower body again. We're gonna go fire hydrants, glute bridge, and come back to 2 upper body with the lat pull down and the external rotation. So fire hydrants, we're back in that quadruped position, that 4-point position, all right? So it's very much like the hip circles. Instead of a hip circle, we're just extending that knee out to the side, but still keep those hips squared up. So now here, I don't rest my knee to the ground, but you can. You can get an isometric hold right here with that knee extended, or back under control, bring it back slow for an eccentric tempo if you want. And we're just going to keep it moving, good control movements here. We got 2 more. Keep those hips squared up. Done. All right, switch it up. Left leg now. Neutral spine alignment, chin down. Keep those hips squared up. That's it. 7. Keep going. Nice controlled 8. Now, again, not too fast, right? Continuous movement, no tempo, but keep it controlled. Got 3 more, 3, 2, last one, done. All right, now we're gonna roll over to our back. Now for our glute bridge here, we're gonna add in an isometric tempo. We're just gonna do a 30-second hold. All right, so following along at home, you can do that, or you can lower the hips down, raise them back up, and just do it for reps for that 30-second time, or hold for 30 seconds like I'm gonna do. All right. Either one is fine. Just whatever your preference is. All right. Got those hips up, knees out, and we're holding for 15 seconds here. So with this, try to make sure your feet are hip width. Hips are all the way up, so you're squeezing the glutes. Drive your knees out so your shins are vertical. Now, as I drive my knees out, I want to make sure my big toe stays in contact with the ground, so I don't want my foot rolling out to the side. Keep checking on those hips, make sure those hips are up. Big toes in the ground, feet are flat, straight, vertical shins, and relax. All right. Now we got our one arm lat pull down. So I'm going to take my left arm, extend it up, and that right arm with it, and I'm just pulling down. 1, 2, 3. So now I'm going to turn to the side here. You'll see that my left arm is out in front of me just a little bit, so that band isn't crossing over my face there. And then just as kind of like a safety precaution, always try to look away from the band just in case. We should be checking our bands before the workout to making sure there's no tears. But you always just want to be careful. One more here. Good. Now I'm going to press my right arm up. Turn to face forward here. Right arm is up. Pull it down on the diagonal. Nice snap lat. Pinch those shoulder blades back. Keep that right arm locked out. And 5 more. 3, 2, last one. Done. All right. Now we're going to go external rotation. So here I'm going to change out the resistance of my band a little bit. Now you can go 2 ways. You can go double arm here, all right, or you can hold the left arm against the chest here, take that right arm and externally rotate out, which is what I'm going to do. All right, so here we go. Now when we do this, make sure we're up tall. We're only going to go out so far. We'll focus on pinching those shoulder blades when you externally rotate that arm. Stay up tall. Elbows tight to the side. One more. Good. Switch it back up here. Now you can even, you can keep that arm tight. You can keep it out here and externally rotate out. Right, so there's a couple different options you can do. Again, we showed you both arms at the same time. Keep one arm locked at the chest or one arm extended out at that 90-degree angle. All right. Whichever one you want to do is fine, but times we're doing some exercises, I like to just show some different variations. So again, you can adjust it and make it a little bit more specific, the workout a little bit more specific to you and your needs and preferences. And 15, good. All right. So now we went through everything one time, so we're going to go back through it again, all right? So now we're going to start back at the top of the order, and we're back at clamshells for 15, all right? Do a quick drink of water, and we're going to run through that again one more time, all right? So here we go, laying on our side now. I'm going to show you a variation here. We did clamshells first time around, laying on our side. So I'm going to show you side plank clamshell, and you can do either one. So side plank clamshell, I would say, is a little bit more advanced. We're in our assisted side plank position. So knees are bent, hips are up. And now from here, I'm going to do my 15 clamshells. Again, nice controlled movements. So again, we're just working some opposite side oblique. So I got right side oblique, left side glute. Which again, in terms of just functional patterns, that's what we have a lot of times. 4 more here, 4, keep those hips up. 2, last one, good, relax. All right, so well, keep those hips up. If you're doing the side plank clamshells, get those hips up, all right? So here we go, we're up, hips up, and open up. Top shoulders back. Slow pause at the top, back down, relax, repeat. Good, keep working. Just fight through that burn. You should be feeling a little burn by now, if you haven't already. Got 2 more, last one, good. All right, whew, okay. Get Getting burned up, get those glutes firing up there. So now we're back to our hip circles. So back in our quadruped position, hips squared up, flat back, circle out that right knee. 15 on the right, 15 on the left. Ready? Here we go. Nice controlled movements. 7, 8. Just keep working, keep those hips squared up though. When we start rolling those hips out, we take away from the glute and start incorporating other movement patterns, other muscles, right? Which is what we don't want to do. We're going to keep this isolated on the glute. All right, switching it up here. Again, keep that back flat. Nice controlled circle. The knee, my left knee is never touching the ground. Hips not opening up. It's facing the ground, back is flat. 2 more here, 14, 15. Good, relax. All right, switch it up. We got our one-arm rows. So we got that left arm extended out in front, and we're rolling the right arm for 15. Ready? Here we go. 2. Pinch those shoulder blades. 4, turn to the side here. 7, my left arm is locked up. Big pinch in those shoulder blades. 1 more, big pinch in those shoulder blades. Good. All right, switch it up here. Lock that wrist up so those knuckles are facing straight out. Pinch that shoulder back. 6, 7, 10. Here we go. 5 more. 5, 4. Come on, keep working. 3, 2. Last one. Good. I mean, these are great. So with the mini bands, especially if you're traveling or you don't have a lot of space in your house, or even, getting fitness equipment can be expensive, right? You can buy these mini bands online, cheap. You can go to the stores and find these. They're pretty inexpensive. And yeah, maybe it's not working out with some machines or weights, but it's also better than nothing and it's some resistance, all right? We're gonna lock that arm up to the chest and we got our tricep extensions. If you are able to travel, these are great. There's 10, so we got 5 more. Chest up, shoulders back. 3, lock out that wrist at the bottom. Last one, good. Switch it up, go right into it. Right arm to the chest. Again, you can add some tempos to this. You can increase the reps. Whatever you need to do, just make sure you're working. 12, 13, 14, last one, 15, perfect. All right, put that down. All right, back to our quadruped position. We got our fire hydrants, so 15 reps here. Neutral spine, get lined up here, 15 reps, ready? Together. Keep the back flat, hips squared up, chin tucked in. Nice controlled movements. Okay, we got 5 more, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good, all right, switch it up on the side now. Spin it around. Make sure to on this, keep your ankle and your knee lined up, right? So the knee is not out in front of the ankle or the ankle is not out in front of the knee. You want to keep those 2 joints lined up. So to make sure you're working that glute and that hip very evenly. 2 more here. Last one. Done. Good. All right. We're back to a bridge. And again, a bunch of different variations you can do here. Moving, holding, any one of those works. Just do some sort of glute bridge. All right. Here we go. 30 seconds. Ready? And go. So we talked about it a little bit before. So feet, so if you notice I just adjusted my feet, make sure your feet are hip width. You're driving your knees out against the band, hips up to the ceiling, shins should be vertical. Keep that big toe on the ground. A lot of times I'll see we're driving the knees out and it pulls the foot off the ground so it's not flat and that big toe is not in contact with the ground, right? And that's what we want. We want to make sure everything's lined up there. Good, relax. All right. Got our lat pull downs, external rotations, and then we're going to switch it up. All right, left arm extended, rowing with the lat pull down on that right arm. Again, remember, see here, my left arm is out to the side. It's in front of me just a little bit. My head turned just to the side so that band doesn't cross my face there. 5 more, 5. His shoulder blades, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as you do these workouts with these mini bands, right, we talked about it, we should be checking them at the beginning of the workout and throughout our workout because tears can happen. They may not be there in the beginning. It might be a little micro tear that you don't see. So that's why we always want to be checking those bands. We got 15 here. That's 5. Pinch those shoulder blades and try to pinch both shoulder blades together as you're doing this. Got 5 more, ready? 5. Now the other thing too is watch, like I noticed here, my ribs were starting to extend up a little bit. Keep that core tight, pull those ribs down. It's easy, relax, to let those ribs flare up, right? And we don't want that, we want that abdominal wall stable and keeping that stress off of our low back. All right, external rotation. So now we covered again, just like some of the other exercises, we covered a couple different options there. You can go both arms at the same time. You can go left arm at 90, extend that right arm, keep the left arm tight to the chest and extend that right arm. I'm gonna go with this extended version now and just rotate that right arm. So now my left arm is in an isometric contraction while my right arm is working. So a little bit more of a challenge. That's good. We need to challenge ourselves every once in a while. 3 more, 3, 2, 1. So keep that elbow tight to your side, right? So you don't want it here like a lateral raise. It's just that external rotation. So, I noticed for myself, I locked out that left arm, challenged myself a little bit. I felt that elbow drift away and my ribs start to flare up. So I'm going to keep those ribs down and that elbow tight. All right, switch it up to the other side. Shoulders are back. Some good posture here. Turn to the side just so you can see that. All right, so I don't want that hunched and I don't want like that shoulder forward as I'm trying to do the external rotation. So I'm up tall. And if you feel like you're not able to externally rotate the arm out, bring this arm in closer to the body like this. All right, so it's a little bit less resistance on the band. So make those changes if you need to. Last one, and relax. Perfect. All right. So now we're going to go up on the feet here, and we're going to switch it up a little bit here, okay? So we're going to go quick feet. So I'm going to put the band around my knees. Get my timer set up. I'm going to move the bands down around my ankles. So we're going to do our quick feet movement. So the feet are just right around hip width, just outside, right back to that starting position. So it's right there. All right, so we're going to move nice and quick. And then we're going to do some overhead press and pull aparts. All right, just get some extra arm work in there in between sets. All right, athletic stance, ready and go. That band want to pull those feet in, so you got to bring it back under control. Let's go 5 more seconds, ready? 4, 3, 2, relax. extended it 15 seconds in. So we went 15 seconds. All right, so now we'll go up, apart, down, 15 reps. So press up, push apart at the top, back down. So that's 1, 2, 3. So like an overhead Y here. 5, or a shoulder press, however you prefer to look at it. We got 5 more. Stay good athletic stance. 4, 3, 2, last 1. Good. And quick feet. Ready? Go. Short, quick steps, vertical shins. Don't let those feet go any closer than hip width apart. And relax. All right, shoulder press right away. So we're doing 4 sets of this. We got 2 down. We got 15 of these. Press apart at the top. Nice control. Now, if you want, again, a little variation here. Press out, keep those arms out, and just do a shoulder press right here. 4, 5, good. All right, so just feel that a little bit more. All right, here we go. Ready? Go. Why not? Quick feet here. Under control. Short, quick steps. Stay in athletic stance. Relax. Good. All right. Back to that shoulder press. And again, so I showed you, or Y's, however you want to look at it, and I showed you that little variation. So make whatever adjustment there you want to. Here we go. So I'm going to press out and hold that there the whole time. 2, challenge myself a little bit. Good. Here we go. Keep working. 6, 7, 8. Athletic stance. 9. Watch the ribs. Just keep that core engaged. I got 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Last 1. Good. All right. So we got our last set coming up here, okay? So watch how wide you're going and how close those feet are coming together, right? Start hip width, just outside the hips, and back to that starting position. All right, ready? And go. Quick steps. Quick, come on, keep pushing. Let those feet get any closer to the hip width. Let's go 5 more seconds. Done. All right, last one. 15 presses and we're done the workout. Ready? Here we go. You can bring those hands together at the bottom or keep them apart at the bottom. So again, keeping them apart, just keeping some extra resistance on my shoulders, just to challenge myself a little bit more here. I got 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Done. Good job. All right. Hey, there you go. A nice, quick little mini band workout you can do anywhere. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.